awesome people, Elly Awesome here, and today we are learning how to create a clickable thumbnail. If you're working super hard on making your vlog or video awesome, then you want people to see it. And something that is sometimes overlooked are thumbnails. So today I'm going to teach you how to choose a thumbnail and how to also enhance a thumbnail. When you're thinking about thumbnails, think about a poster or a billboard. So when you're walking down the street and you see a poster at a bus stop for a new product or film, or you're driving your car and you see a giant billboard on the side of the road, does it catch your attention? Your thumbnail is your billboard on YouTube, and if it doesn't catch someone's attention or make them want to click, then you may not get a view and people may not see what you've created. So we've got to make the best billboard we can make, the best advertisement, the best poster for your awesomeness. All right, so there's a video I'm really proud of that I created recently, which is a review on the Sony Here On 3 headphones. Now, looking at my timeline, I have a lot of different options to choose from, and often when you upload a video, YouTube will just auto-generate a couple of different options for thumbnails that you can use. My best advice, if you only have that option or no design skills and you need to choose just a screen capture of your video for a thumbnail, would be to pick something that is true to the subject and looks beautiful and bold, or pick something that has your face in it. The part where I'm holding the headphone with my hand is a really good option because it's just this one bold image of me and the headphones. But the reason I didn't choose this as my thumbnail is that people tend to click on thumbnails that have a person's face in it. But the reason this is still a good option for a thumbnail is it clearly showcases the product. We've got a blurry background, we've got a person wearing headphones. We know what the product looks like, it's really clear. It looks sleek. If I wanted to make that better though, I would choose a product that stands out more. For example, this one with the red headphones. These headphones are just way more striking and stand out. So again, more clickable. Now this is a blooper shot that I didn't put in the video that you could argue is a pretty good thumbnail. It's bright, you can easily see the product, but why don't I like it? Well, firstly, there's a lot going on in the background. That distracts you from what the product is, what the feature of the video is, what the main thing is that's drawing you to want to click. In comparison, there's no background blurriness at all, and that's not required, but it can just draw the eye forward and it's just not as nice. The more going on in the frame, the harder it is for your brain to comprehend what's going on. So a closer up image will do better. I toyed with using this image because it has a lot of the key things that I think work for a thumbnail. This is all of the Sony Here On headphones, and it's so colorful, it's like a Sony headphone rainbow. Although my jacket kind of distracts from the headphones a bit, it's still fairly prominent in what you're seeing. So it's nice close up, it's clear to what it is, but I did just think seeing my face in the end was more impactful. So I used this. And if you look at it, it has these key features. But then I turned it into this. Now, to be honest, this is almost an overkill thumbnail. It's pretty wild and crazy, but I wanted it to look like a poster, like a magazine, and bright and colorful and stand out. Because the next thing you have to think about is what's your thumbnail going to look like next to someone else's thumbnail, possibly about the same exact thing. So how do you get ideas for thumbnails? Just go to YouTube. I typed in Sony Here On 3 review, because that's what I was doing. And there are a lot of different videos that have really bright, cool thumbnails. Again, this top one here, it's clearly showing what the product is with depth of field, the blurry background, and it's pretty appealing. The second one I see here is very similar. It's blue. Love that bright blue headphone, love the background. It's got the product in focus, it's the front and center item, and it looks really clickable. Then I've got me underneath for the unboxing actually. And to be honest, I think this is more clickable because I'm like, oh, who is this human holding these headphones? It's really appealing. I noticed that there were no other thumbnails that had a strong yellow tone, so I went with a bright yellow background. I used some text. I could have used less or none, but I thought it suited in this case because everyone else is kind of doing that. And just to make it clear, this is definitely a Here On 3 video. Looking at it now that it's uploaded, I think I could have gone even closer up, kind of like this awesome guy, Jim's Review Room. But I think overall, I did really well. So make sure to go and compare thumbnails even before you create the video. That's something that not a lot of people think of. What are you making the video about? Go look up what other people have done so you can see how you can differentiate yourself, but also create similarities that you know people will be looking for. And then again, as you're making the thumbnail after you've created the video, or even before you've created the video and you've got some stills, go and look again and just check. How can you stand out? Will you stand out if you slot your thumbnail in between all of these? Obviously, thumbnails do vary depending on the genre of your video. For example, gaming thumbnails, Fortnite, they're pretty crazy and they can have a lot of text and a lot of different things. But you will also notice, again, with this 25 simple tips one, we've got a background and then something in the foreground that's really popping out with some clear popping out text. Or we've just got one simple clear image of the henchman. Or we have Travis Scott, and that's just him with a blurry background. So again, we've got these bold thumbnails, and down here with Cypher, we've got these people with a background. And so it's very clear what we're looking at. These things and people are front and center, and it's clear what you're gonna get. So I hope that can help guide you to choosing the best thumbnail for your video. And if you want to learn more about the graphic design part of thumbnail making, then I honestly just suggest you go to YouTube and search up how to make a thumbnail. I use Photoshop, and that's how I put in the cool yellow background and separated myself from it and added all the text. There are heaps of different graphic programs you can use to do this. Just do some awesome YouTube research. They'll help you out. That's how I learnt. Otherwise, I hope you keep having fun vlogging with Sony. You can check me out on youtube.com/EllyAwesome, and hopefully I'll see you around. Bye.